Alright, what's going on, guys? Try back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video leading up to the 9th season for the Walking Dead television series. In this one, first, we're going to give our thoughts on them confirming that they're going to finally address Daryl and Carol's relationship in Season 9. And I'll put the link in the description as per usual, so you guys go ahead and check these out from comicbook.com. They've got kind of a page with a lot of the latest news for the Walking Dead television series leading up to Season 9. So we got a few different news pieces for this one, and yes, I did cut my hair, so I got in a fight with a weed whacker, right? I just pretty much shaved it all down. I just get ready. It's the summertime, so it's hot, and I just wanted to clear it out, clear, right? So this is just too much. So finally, it sounds like they're going to address the Daryl and Carol relationship, which is really cool to hear because it's been kind of a super long time back since I remember Season 5 or Season 4, people starting to think that maybe there might be some kind of relationship eventually between Daryl and Carol. And, they never did it, really. They went through the war, they went through, Negan, they went through Alexandria, and they always kind of showed it as just friendship. So they're not confirming here. I'll read through it with you guys here. Someone from Skybound, Johnny Odell, fielded the question. Skybound is Robert Kirkman's company, which is for The Walking Dead and everything else that he does, namely. So with this one, he's not confirming for sure, saying that they are going to be in a relationship in Season 9 or that we're going to see that. I kind of figured we might see something like that anyway, or at least them address it, and it's good to hear that they're confirming that they will, because Season 9 will be ran by showrunner Angela Kang, who she's really good at showing relationships and showing how characters feel about each other. So it's going to be good to see that kind of different type of focus for a new season that's just going to be a lot different than the prior seasons. Is probably a good thing. Change up the show a bit. And of course, after the time skip and the end of All Out War, because that's over now, most likely going to get to see, what kind of happens with our characters after that time. So after the wartime, during kind of rebuilding and peacetime, mostly peacetime, we'll have to see what Maggie does. But, how do the characters feel about each other? How do Carol and Daryl feel about one another at that time? Will we ever see a significant other for Daryl? Might Carol end up with Ezekiel instead? There's a lot of questions here about it. In terms of the pictures that we've seen, it looks like Carol's probably staying at the kingdom with the others based on her armor that she's still wearing and that kind of deal. So, we'll have to see how this whole thing goes down and what it looks like. But here's what the article says. The AMC series began production on its 9th season almost 2 weeks ago, where two of the original characters might just be revealing what's actually going on between them. Finally, in The Walking Dead's Mailbag, Skybound's Johnny Odell fielded a fan question regarding the couple as they'll stand in Season 9. While he dodged offering any true spoilers, Odell did promise what sounds like an important moment for fans. It says, quote, "It's true Daryl and Carol haven't been as close as they were in the past," Odell wrote. "Exiling yourself, getting captured, being deployed for war has a tendency of creating distance, and expect some of the ramifications of that to follow in Season 9, but also expect Carol and Daryl to address their friendship too." Daryl and Carol have had, so they go into a little bit here, a little romantic, platonic relationship since the earliest season of The Walking Dead, having started the apocalypse in Atlanta. Daryl has been along for the ride as Carol evolved from a humbled and abused wife to strong and capable widow. The characters have previously joked about relationships, but never cemented it with a kiss or any sort of indication of true romance, at least on screen. And then there's some kind of quotes about it from Melissa McBride, who said early in Season 8 that it is whatever, it is what you see. So can't wait to see how they kind of, address that this season in Season 9 coming up, whether or not they end up, to actually be in a relationship. It'd probably be a good thing. I really think you need to do something for Daryl. You need to change up Daryl in some way. He's gotta change because he's been so static for such a long time now. He's been so just kind of closed off and kind of that kind of character that they need to adjust him, I think, in order to keep him fresh and in order to reinvent him. And a relationship with Carol could do that. So certainly leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this. What would you like to see? Would you like to see Daryl and Carol together? Or would you prefer to see maybe Carol and Ezekiel and maybe Daryl with somebody else? And if so, who do you think? So leave a comment below about that one. The next one is about the Whiskey Cavalier series, which is featuring Lauren Cohen, who plays Maggie, of course, in The Walking Dead. And so that one has been ordered by ABC. So it sounds like they're going to do, I would think, a full first season, and then we'll have to see how that does. And then if it's a success, who knows, they may even do kind of a second season as well. So it says The Walking Dead veteran Lauren Cohen will star as badass CIA operative Francesca Franchi Trowbridge, codename Fiery Tribune, who is partnered with tough pretender FBI super agent Will Chase, codename Whiskey Cavalier, played by Scott Foley. There, Cohen will reunite with The Walking Dead alum Tyler James Williams, who played the doomed Noah in the Walking Dead series, who also boards Whiskey Cavalier as Edgar Standish. So I don't know, one of these type of series. So okay, I won't go too much into the. You can read it if you guys want to yourself with the in the description. But so here's my thoughts on this one. These type of series. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for Tyler James Williams. It's work for them, right? They get work. Whatever. If they like the show, then that's great. That's just a bonus. If they enjoy working on what they're working on, then that's awesome. It's not really my deal, right? It's not what I'm really into. I know there's a lot of series like this, FBI agents, CIA agents, procedural crime dramas, all this stuff. ABC, NBC, what else? CBS, I don't know. These kind of shows. So personally, I'm not really that excited for Whiskey Cavalier. It's going to be there. If you're a big fan of her, then you might want to watch it just to kind of see what you think about it and how you, if you like the show or not, really. Because, it's great that she's in it and everything, and that's awesome for her. But, I might watch, maybe I'll watch the premiere and I'll do a review of the premiere just because she's in it with you guys. But past that, I'm not expecting much of it because, again, there's so many. And that's the problem with those type of series. There are so many series like that I just personally, they all just blend in together to me. And I'm just like, I can't get that into it. They're all just so similar, right, as far as that goes. And you've seen one, then you've seen majority of them. So that's kind of, they just crank them out, right? They just crank them out it's a formula, right? They just crank it, it's what they do. So whatever, it's cool. It's easy for them to do. It's a part of their business, so they're going to keep doing it. And as long as people keep watching it, and it's what it is. So, so leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about Whiskey Cavalier, whether or not you're into it. It says a high-octane, hour-long action dramedy. So, okay. Fine. Leave a comment. Let me know, guys. The next one is kind of a little bit of an update, but not a major one, about the trial that's going on between Frank Darabont and AMC. It's been going on for a long time now. I read in the article, I think it said 5 years. I don't think it's been that long, but it's been a long time that trial's been going on. If you don't know what's happening, Frank Darabont, who originally developed and kind of created the television series version of The Walking Dead, and it was, AMC bought it, they picked it up, and so he was working on it, and of course he was let go in the second season, near the end of the second season there. And the series, of course, continued on. So he's suing AMC for imputed fees and them kind of not paying as per their original contract. So that's still kind of going on. There's still a trial. It's getting drawn out. It sounds like AMC is trying to get it to go to a jury instead of a judge. So apparently that's a tactic to try to draw it out even longer. So try to, just draw this thing out as long as possible for a decision. Maybe just to, I don't know. It's beneficial for them, for the defense to just draw it out as long as they possibly can, I guess. So at least that's what the article kind of states. It's a tactic, right? So eventually, hopefully, it's just interesting to find out, whether or not, he's going to win or what's going to happen with that. There's other producers as well that were suing the network as well, too, suing AMC as well over the same kind of thing. So eventually, I'll let you guys know if we get a public verdict eventually on who wins. And what happens, whether or not AMC wins because it's kind of like a fair imputed fee that makes sense and the other shows are done in a similar fashion, or whether or not Frank Darabont wins because the judge decides, or a jury if it goes to them, that that it wasn't fair and that he should have been getting some kind of. A lot of it depends on the contract wording, right? Like you could look at the original contract and see, if he signed it originally, depending on how it was set up and worded there, I think that's probably going to be what it comes down to on whether or not he wins that lawsuit and he gets a portion more out of those than he did from the imputed fees that they kind of gave to themselves in order to fulfill the series and give them from that. So whichever bucket it's taken from, whether it's taken from that bucket of the imputed fee or kind of the overall, I'll let you guys know eventually what the judge or jury decides. Crazy news, but it's not quite finished yet. So I am interested to see. I wouldn't say I'm excited, but I'm interested to eventually find out whether or not he wins this thing or not, because he did originally create the show from the start, and without him, of course, there would be no television series version of The Walking Dead, which would have. So I feel like we all kind of owe a debt of gratitude to him for starting the show, because 8 years later, it's been, at least for me, the most enjoyable series to watch on TV, and I'm happy that it's even really still going at this point. But for that one too, feel free to leave any comments below about the what you think, whether or not he should win the lawsuit against them, and whether or not you think he will. Just got a few questions for today. Not too much for the Walking Dead original series, and then of course, we'll continue with Fear as things go through here in this second quarter, or we're getting second quarter of the first half, or not second, second quarter of the first half of Fear the Walking Dead season 4. So. Tristan Rules says, I really hope this isn't the final season for Fear. I want more of the Walking Dead shows, not less. Was hoping for at least 6 seasons of Fear. So I think that's fair. I think we should at least get 5 or 6 seasons of Fear the Walking Dead. It hasn't been confirmed yet that they're renewing the series, so hopefully it does get renewed and we get to see a 5th season for Fear. And hopefully a couple more seasons of the original Walking Dead too. I think we will, at least. And I don't think either one is really in that territory right now where you have to think about them being canceled. No, they're both doing really well for AMC, and AMC's not going to want to let them go no matter what. Negan the Awesome Psychopath says, Trav, is it more clear now that Jadis or Anne is not Alpha? She's completely original to the show, I think. And I agree. I think Jadis is completely original to the Walking Dead television series. We'll have to see what that helicopter means as well, too, whether or not that has something to do with the Commonwealth later on, whether or not it's another additional group here that they're going to use. That's a big question for season 9, is about the helicopter, whether or not Jadis or Anne is going to explain to the others if she knows who they are, if she's never been able to get their attention or signal them down, and just who it is that whether or not she even knows who that is in season 9. So I think she's kind of going to be a mainstay character going forward, and completely original and new to the television series. I think so. And the last one will be, I can't wait to see Magna, Yumiko, and the Whisperers. This will be an awesome season that'll bring The Walking Dead forward for seasons to come. Also, Whisperer War in Season 10, as well as a possible Negan backstory episode. I am so stoked. Trailer in July should make us more excited, as per usual. And that's true, right now, after we saw Season 8, we got Fear right now, so that's fun. But until the trailer for The Walking Dead Season 9 hits, in July. I'll still be making videos with you guys as I usually am, but not as many for the Walking Dead TV series because of the fact that we'll need to get some new content to discuss on. Top 10s, things like that, death predictions, stuff like that I'll do, but the other stuff will have to kind of wait. But to get to see the first kind of look of the Whisperers should be amazing, and I think it should reinvigorate the show. A lot of people, I do think, just kind of got tired of the Negan storyline, like feeling like All Out War and the whole Negan stuff just went on too long. I was talking to my friend, that's what he was saying. He's like, it's all Negan, right? So I was like, really? I love Negan. But most people are not like me, right? Or a lot of you guys too, if you like Negan as well. Comic book readers tend to like Negan more, but people who are, regular just viewers who don't read the comics, for them, I think the Negan stuff went on too long for what they wanted to see. And of course, their viewing preferences being totally different from readers of the comics, and we got to remember that, which is like 90-something%, 95% or more fans of the TV series don't read the comics. And we got to remember that, right? That's true. So something we forget sometimes. Anyway, that'll be it for today's video, guys. Let me know what you think about all of these. Carol and Daryl possible relationship, Whiskey Cavalier, update for the trial, getting close, it looks like, to maybe wrapping up unless it's drawn out even longer. And, whether or not you're excited for Season 9, how you're feeling. That'll be it for this video today, guys. If you like it, please thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it. And you can do it. You can subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon for another video. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.